Alright guys, well, from the title of the video, you already know what we're doing on this video, but I want to share with you before I get started that although it's extremely cool that I get to see so many different watches, um, it's kind of a double-edged sword because occasionally I really like them, but I can't own all of these watches. For one, I don't have the budget. For two, for some reason, and I don't know how you guys operate, but for me, I have like this limit, and it seems like I'm always beyond that limit anyway, but where it becomes like too much, it's overwhelming. So anyway, I figured I'd share that bit with you because this watch falls into that category. This is the Zelos Hammerhead, the first generation of it in titanium, which they have not done titanium again. This was the only time they did it in the Hammerhead. My buddy Dane from the Celine Driver channel sent over this is his watch. This is number 2 of only 100 made, and it is just a home run watch. First of all, I love titanium. I love divers. The Zelos lineup always performs, has all the right materials and great execution and still a very original design. So, and that's definitely where this one falls in place. So let's get right into it. Yeah, you know what? I didn't do my video prep, so we're going to do it right now. Usually I measure this stuff before. So you're looking at 43.65 wide, you can see there. And then the lug to lug is going to be a 48.65. And you know, it's crazy. I'm going to grab it's a pretty tall double domed sapphire crystal. You can see it's about 17 and a half, but if you measure, let's just go to the bezel, it's like 14.3. You know, what's funny is that's pretty tall, 17 and a half or whatever. But man, it just does not feel like it at all on wrist. It's pretty crazy how some watches are just, you read the specs, where somebody tries to explain to you what size it is, 22 lug width, and the bracelet pretty much holds that. And that's not always like what it feels like. I also just noticed that this pin is not in all the way. Is that a pin or a screw? So, well, we'll talk about the watch. I got sidetracked, sorry. So, oversized screw down crown. It's 1,000 meter water resistance, meteor dial, crazy lume on this. And this is, I think, the more raw version grade of titanium, I'm pretty sure, because it will. Now, Dane keeps really good care of his watches, much like I do, so I don't think you're going to see many scratches at all on this, but I suspected it is the more pure titanium, so it is going to be more susceptible to scratches, potentially. I'm not 100% sure what grade they're using on this, but that's something to be aware of when you go looking in the titanium watch world. But NH35 movement. I threw this on the time grapher. This is probably seriously one of the, other than Ocean Crawler, which they regulate theirs, this is probably one of the best performing NH35 in a microbrand that I've had sent in. This thing is running at a +5 seconds, very good amplitude, and almost no beat error. So I don't know, maybe it's just a good one, or maybe they do something, I'm not sure. But 120 click bezel, unidirection, very smooth action. And you can see it has a little bit thinner ceramic bezel insert because there's also this metal ring inside here separating from the bezel insert to the sapphire crystal. And like I said, it has a very tall double domed sapphire crystal. Really nice anti-reflective coating on the inside. You can see mostly brushed, pretty much all brushed. There's no polishing on this, on the titanium, which is really, unless you're doing like some sort of crazy Seiko-esque type polishing on titanium, just don't. Because from what I understand, it is not easy to polish titanium. So you can see the indices in there. They are applied, and they are like little mini ramps. Pretty awesome looking. Gives it definitely more depth to the dial. Nice splash of yellow with the seconds hand. The printing of the 1,000 meter down there, just above the 6 o'clock date position. And other than that, I mean, you got the logo up there, the Zelos logo, but the dial is pretty much sterile, showing off the meteor material, so which is nice. And then typically on these hands, on these newer Zelos that I've shown, the hands, same style hand, but you'll see the outer bars will usually have a different color loom. In this one, they're skeletonized, which is also a very cool feature. And then, of course, you have the outer ring there, too. And I'll give you a loom shot here in a moment. I already gave you the wrist shot, which I almost feel like putting it back on wrist. But you have the Zelos signed crown that is also loomed. And then you have a really nice case back here. Zelos Hammerhead, 1000 meter, sapphire crystal, numbered on the case back, individually numbered. This is number 2 of 100, like I said before. Seiko automatic movement. And then some nice laser engraving there. Solid end links, non-articulating center part, but you can see they just fold, rapidly down. So, and then of course you're going to get that where it folds over right away. So it's going to help with the overall comfort on wrist. So fold over clasp, this is all milled out. There's no micro adjust, but you have the diver extension there, so you're going to have plenty of adjustment there. And then double pusher. Pretty thin, nicely done clasp, really, no complaints there. So the other thing this comes with, and this is, as far as I know, pretty much all the Zelos comes with this. They come in this acacia wood box, pretty nice, and then it comes with these multi-material rolls here. That's what the watch and straps and everything are going to be in. So those are kind of handy. And then this one, I'm not sure if all of them came with it, but this one definitely did when Dane sent it over. But 2 really nice straps. This one's like Cordova with genuine leather on the backing, signed Zelos, and then this one's a really nice color on this one too for the leather strap. And man, they smell so good. Just nice fresh leather. And then this one also comes with a aluminum, fairly inexpensive spring bar tool, but it has the more fine tooth fork, much like you would see on the Vergion. And then this one's, a pusher pin for doing the pins on it and everything. So anyway, guys, appreciate you watching. Big thanks to Dane, Celine Driver channel. I will put a link to his video of this watch. I should be able to find it. I'll put a link down in the description. And I don't think I'm going to do a link to Zelos because this one's no longer made. There are newer Hammerheads, but with most of the Zelos, you pretty much want to get in on that pre-order. That's the prime time to strike for the Zelos lineup. We all already know they're really good watches. So everybody out there that's like, well, I don't like doing pre-orders, well, then you must like spending more money than you should because you know it's a good brand, you know it's a good watch. Do the darn pre-order, save yourself some money, and get yourself a sweet watch. So let me shut these lights off and get you guys a loom shot. There you go. Pretty bright loom indeed. And then you also have that chapter ring that's down there on the dial. That's a little bit different color, probably some sort of heavy BGW9 possibly. And then the rest of it, I'm pretty sure is C3X1 because it's pretty bright. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next vid.